do. You want me back, but I'm too with you. You say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? And I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Now you're in my head and in my bed, telling me it's over 'cause I'm not enough. You need more of my love as I watch you walk away. But tomorrow you'll say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? And I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Back and forth. Back and same old thing. I know you won't change, but tomorrow you'll say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me, girl, can we work this out? But I know nothing's changed, still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth.
Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like the video as you come into the room. We're live on multiple platforms. We're live on Twitch, Twitter, at the Kempire there, and we're live on Facebook, the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. And of course, we're live on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, and we're live behind the scenes on TikTok. What's going on TikTok? Don't forget, guys, we will be live tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern for the Real Housewives of Potomac premiere on TikTok exclusively for a subscribers-only live chat, but you'll still be able to watch with me and hear my commentary as we watch the supersized premiere of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm actually looking forward to talking about a show that I actually like watching. And here we are on this Sunday. I told you guys, the only reason why I'm recapping this show and these shows is because of you. Because based off what I watched these shows twice in order to know, to see all the little stuff that we might miss in the first watch. So we get the final episode, the final part of part 2 of the Belle Collective reunion. We had the cliffhanger last week with this whole, is he the father? Is he not the father? Glenn, Lateshia's husband, who's had this child that's damn near in high school age. I don't know at this point, but we do know the kid is not a baby when you should have a paternity test if there's any question. Homegirl Lateshia from Lateshia Pearson Enterprises. We found out what she does, I think. It's a whole lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff. Shout out to everyone that's watching from around the United States, around the world. Happy Thanksgiving to those in Canada that celebrate. Happy full moon tonight. Full moon in Aries. You know what you need to do on a full moon? Make your moon water, charge your crystals, all the stuff. It's starting to feel like fall here in New York. We had a couple of days of really warm weather, but you didn't come here for the weather report. It's fall. It's fall. So Belle Collective. So the cliffhanger last week was, is Glenn the father? And I said to you, I think I already know the answer to this, and I would be shocked if Carlos King said, you are the father, because then I would be like, damn. I really was trying to give them benefit of the doubt. But the fact that they would even do a paternity test for reality TV just confirms to me what I've already thought of Lateshia and Glenn. They're doing this for TV. She's a producer, unofficial producer. And that's why I can't get with it, because I'm just like, really? Like, I like the whole idea that she came with season 1. She's trying to, get Ferris Street going. Sidebar, Aikisha, and I know some of you don't like her, but she was a great addition, and she's actually getting something done on Ferris Street. She's already submitted a proposal, and you know that proposal is going to be accepted. She's going to do more on Ferris Street. All right, we'll get to that. I'm not spending too much time on Belle Collective because this could have been an email. We did not need 2 parts. At one part in this reunion, we're talking about Zaddy sleeping with JJ's ex. Mind you, this happened before he was even with Latrice. Why are we talking about it? Why is this important? And honestly, JJ's girls coming out, it felt like it could have been an email. It could have been an email. We'll get back to that. So at the top of this, okay, for those that didn't know and didn't watch, Glenn is not the father of this college-age child. I don't think the kid is that old. But guess what? Lateshia responded to my tweet. All right, let me pull up my receipts. So Lateshia commented to my tweet. I said this: Lateshia has been wanting a paternity test for a long time because she says that after she gets the news, she starts shaking and she starts crying. You deserve an Emmy. Where's my Emmy? You deserve an Emmy for the. If you can see my body, then you would. Okay. Lateshia has been wanting a paternity test for a long time. She says this. She's like, I've been wanting to know for a very long time. And I said, how come y'all didn't do it before the kid applied for college? Laughing out loud. She responds, we tried years ago. The power of TV. We tried years ago? Did the baby mama refuse? I'm just saying. And it's very possible. I'm not going to sit here and act as if baby mamas or people will not be vengeful and just will put it out there. Oh, he's the father. Okay, then let's do a paternity test. And she could have refused for years. But all of a sudden, ready for TV. If you don't get out our faces, Lateshia, I can't with you this season. Such a producer. Or as Carlos King would like to call her, a force multiplier. Whatever. Let him gas you up. Speaking of Carlos King, so at the top of this reunion, after the news comes out and Lateshia has her, very visceral reaction to, oh, he's not the father. And Glenn has these very heartwarming words that he wants to say. I've been with you since high school and there is no mind you, this woman said on the season finale. She said on the season finale that if he does this again, I'm signing the papers on site. She's doing it right then and there. They ended that episode. Glenn was caught cheating again, or at least texting. Some people consider texting another woman that's not your wife as cheating. And when I say texting, I don't know what he was doing or what he was saying. This man is not going to change. If he hasn't changed after all these years, but we already knew at the top of the season that she was going to stay with him. So why are you putting us through an emotional roller coaster? We already know you're going to be with him. We knew from episode 1 you were going to be with this man. We knew. Darisha says, been cheating since high school. I believe it. So all of his little, you're the only one for me. Girl, how many times have you heard that? I have to say, I did appreciate what Carlos King had to say in regards to what he's seen in his life and what he was seeing with the men on this cast, and specifically with Glenn, that women, and I'm sure he meant specifically black women, feel as if they can't achieve their dreams. They can't be, pursuing their dreams without neglecting their husband and their husband cheating, and society accepting that. And he gets very emotional talking about it. I appreciated all of that, Carlos. But then I think back to the whole Candy situation that you still haven't responded to. So to me, all of what you're saying, trying to uplift women, is negated by the fact that you try to steal, allegedly, Candy's and the group Escape's life story. And look, we understand business. Get it. However, this is someone that you worked with, literally was working with, you did business with, and you are being underhanded, allegedly, according to her, underhanded by trying to steal her life story and then trying to get Mama Joyce involved and bamboozling Mama Joyce. So I loved what you said in that moment, but you uplifting women in that moment, at the same time, not uplifting women, just saying. I pay attention to action, not what you're going to tell me, because you could tell me a whole lot of good things that we all want to hear, but your actions say differently. Just saying. I thought that was all good. You had all the blogs all like, oh yes, Carlos gets emotional talking about this moment. And all what you said was very true. And I'm sure you've seen that in your own life. You've seen that. Sidebar, we didn't know Carlos King has been in a relationship for 17 years. We knew too much about you. You're the host. Why are we talking about you? From the top, Carlos, you were doing way too much talking and people already do not love the voice. At the top, hi everybody. I'm the host, the creator, and the executive producer. Here's the thing about, and you know I have ripped into Andy Cohen. But here's the thing about Andy. He has an ego allegedly behind the scenes. However, you don't really see that ego on display the same way. We already know you are the creator and the executive producer. You don't gotta remind us. He was doing a little too much talking at the beginning of this reunion. I was like, you are supposed to be the moderator. We should be hearing more from everyone else. We should be hearing more from Lateshia about what went, why she's shaking, why she's having this physical reaction to this news. And you should answer the question, why didn't you guys do this paternity test years ago? We don't care about what... Anyways, I'm done with Carlos. But look, I have to talk about the things that were the most interesting of the Belle Collective reunion. And that was the most interesting parts. All right. So there were other parts to the Belle Collective reunion. We're going to get into that. Hold on, let me turn on the fan. I got hot in the studio. I'm just being real with y'all, okay? Back to work. Look. All right, so we get that. Then we get into that whole conversation about Glenn dating JJ's whatever. I don't want to pay even any more attention to that. All right, moving on. Then we get Tambra and Demond. Okay, do you guys believe that Tayshia was lying, or do you believe Demond? Because according to apparently, Tayshia's been busy. She did the reunion set last year, and that's when she allegedly told producers, "Oh, I have dirt on everyone." Because according to Tambra and according to Demond, they never kissed, they never had a physical relation, there was never anything. So why didn't the producers, when she was giving them this information, because we found out in the reunion that maybe she was just trying to get on the show, so why didn't the producers do their due diligence? Or was this a whole situation that the producers set up so that they could have some sort of storyline for Tambra that nobody wants on the show? I still don't believe the relationship with Tambra and Demond, despite them living together. Tambra, if you just want to be the career girl, just be the career girl. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to have a man on the show. I don't care what the producers tell you. Because I don't feel no love between Tambra and Demond. Honestly. So basically, Tambra's saying that Tayshia just wanted to be on the show. And she probably did. And now she was on the show. And maybe now she's on the show. Let's move on. And oh yeah, they're living together. He's not happy with it because my OCD. All right. Don't care. I don't care. So we also get Aikisha. So a lot of people did not like Aikisha on the show, but I really enjoyed Aikisha on the show because she got everyone to have a feeling towards her. She got the group having a feeling towards her. She's actually getting something done in Ferris Street. But you know, her big issue with her husband, Willie, is that he's like, I'm from up north. I can't with, and I don't blame him. You saw those men when he was hanging out with those men. He was just like, what is going on here? What are they talking about? He doesn't fit in with these group of men, but I like him. It's very hard to find a couple that you like together. The only other couple that I've seen recently that I've liked together for reality TV was Audra and her husband. That was it, Dr. Martin on Married to Medicine. I like them for the show. And not because they're likable people, even though I do think they're likable. I think that they have enough personality that is interesting for the show. Latrice and Zaddy, it was a storyline. It was a storyline. It was a storyline. We at first we were like, maybe it's not a storyline. It was a storyline. And I know everyone is tired of people saying, oh, it's for a storyline, oh, she has no storyline. This was clearly a storyline about her having a baby. And like Carlos said during the reunion, no one should force someone to have a child. We had this conversation on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. No one should force someone to have a child. She clearly does not want to have children. Not now, and I don't think ever, which is okay, Latrice. But what's not okay is that you're using this boring storyline for the season because it just didn't connect because it was inauthentic. And I like Latrice on the show, but no, it wasn't connecting for me. It didn't land. It didn't land. Okay. So Gucci and her family comes out. So a conversation on colorism happens. And I think that's important because it was brought up during the season. But this little short scene with the girls, I don't feel like So Gucci was such an important factor of the season for this to play out. Like I said, this call could have been done in part one. This just felt way too long of a reunion that really wasn't interesting enough to keep my attention. And I had to watch it twice. But then part of me was thinking, I'm like, D, you're not that much darker than those other girls. Doesn't mean that they didn't treat her differently. Did they even really deny it? I felt like they didn't even deny it. All right. So this leads to Aikisha bringing up what Marie said during the season. And I want to hear what you guys say in the replay crew and in the live chat watching on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. Do you feel that Marie's comment about light eyes was a level of colorism? Because we don't really talk about how colorism can be the other way around. Usually when we're talking about colorism, it's someone of a darker complexion. We're not talking about someone of a darker complexion, talking about someone of a lighter complexion. But I just want to remind people, colorism has roots in racism, and it was used to separate us. And I see it happening over and over again now on reality TV, and it's working. But I'm glad that these ladies were able to move forward and say, no, that's not what I thought. Aikisha made it very clear, because I've seen some of your comments calling Aikisha a colorist on social media because of her calling the ladies ugly. And she says in the reunion, she's like, I'm not calling you guys ugly because you are a darker complexion. You may have seen Candace from the Real Housewives of Potomac talk about that on social media recently as well. Look, tired. Look, I'm tired. All right. Dazzleen says hate is hate. Logan says, I think Marie's comment was colorism. I think so too. But if they're able to move past it and forgive each other, let's move past it and forgive each other. Because if we beat a dead horse with this one, it's just going to separate this cast and the audience even more. All right. All right. Let me see. We got I have a super chat. Hey, Zeus, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, I love when you guys come and you say, I don't even watch the show. I'm just here to support. Thank you, Jesus. We appreciate you. But I'm sure you will be here tomorrow for our Real Housewives of Potomac recap. Don't forget, I will be on Grace Report's channel recapping it with Layla Lynn. Our weekly recap will be returning on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be tomorrow. And I will let you guys know the time of our recap that we'll be having here on the channel for Potomac as well. All right? All right. Let me see it. Rudolph says, colorism has become one of those words that Black folks have started throwing around at the drop of a hat. It's tired. I know that my opinion is unpopular, but that's how I feel. Well, if you're new to the channel, Rudolph, everyone's opinion here is valid. It's all about how you share that opinion. As long as you're not being derogatory in your opinion, it's fine. Even if you don't agree in regards to what we're talking about, what I've seen, especially in the Bravo world, when people don't agree with someone, it's like this hate campaign. It's like, y'all, first of all, you don't know these people, and this is entertainment. But it's a reminder that this has more to do with what's going on in people's lives versus what is actually on television. Anyways, let's move on. All right, so we have that conversation. And then, of course, Carlos closes this out with, what's everyone up to? What's going on? Marie, we have Marie's package. Marie's son is in college. Still got all those babies. She's taking care of all those babies. Okay. Her mom, she's still not going to give up on her mom, which said to me that her mom is still struggling. Obviously, her mom has struggled for years. As we said already, Marie, you can't save your mom. She has to want to save herself at this point. Of course, you're going to try and be there for her as much as you can, but understand you cannot, you of all people definitely understand, especially in the business that you're in, you can't save your mom. And don't try to kill yourself trying to save your mom. You get what I mean? Especially because she's sick. She has autoimmune disease. Stress like that and all the responsibilities that she has, a business, and she's helping raise her grandbabies, you can't help your mom right now, especially if she doesn't want to be helped. All right. Can we, and congratulations to Akeisha, because she's actually moving forward with doing some stuff on Ferris Street, like really. We also found out what Lateshia does, and it's a whole lot of stuff. I didn't write all the things that she's helping. She's helping with Marie's business. She's doing, did she say she was doing hair? I don't know. She's doing a whole lot of stuff. All right, let's move on. So right before the live, and I've pinned it in the Kempire Daily YouTube live chat, a story about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 filming and some of the things that came out from last night's first group event. So to me, this is a perfect segue to talk about this couple. So Sheree and Martell were spotted at Sonia Richards-Ross' husband's birthday party. Okay, so apparently they're full throttle with this storyline, and don't expect to see Sheree on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Bravo's not going to allow that to happen. Maybe on the off season they'll allow it to happen, but they will allow Martell to film for her storyline, because her storyline last season fell apart because Tyrone was not playing with her and had her sitting at that coffee house in Philadelphia. So that happened last night. Martell and Sheree were both there together, so he will be on the next season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. How do we feel about that?
Lies!
It's not a real relationship. I said this about Portia and Simon Gobadia. Even if they were having love in front of me, I would not believe this. I wouldn't believe it. This super chat, Tati. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Tati says, Wait, let me. Tati says that hotel, Martel, looking like a pilgrim. And it's a Great Gatsby party. I mean, his fashion, he never really necessarily gets it right. It always kind of fits funny. Sheree looks great. Look, Sheree looks great. Oh, Sheree. Really? Is this what we're doing, Sheree, with our storyline? Oh, my goodness. All right, so if you want to know all the details, be sure to check out the video that I posted on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel talking all about what went down, including a fight. Well, not a physical fight, an argument between Candy and this mystery woman. No word on whether or not she's going to even be on the show. I don't even think she will be. I think it was just a random party goer. Don't know what was going down. Maybe we'll find out on Speak On It. We shall see. But we won't find out for who knows how many more months. All right. So, Martell. Okay. All right. There is a lot that we need to unpack when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay? Because the name of this episode is Holt Them Back. Okay? Because we saw this all play out. We reported on it. This brawl that happened between Marceau, Maurice, and Martell at Destiny's reopening event. Okay, we will get to that in a second. At the top of this episode, Stormy is coming. So it was Stormy's gold Mercedes-Benz truck. She pulls up, okay? It's fabulous, Stormy. And she has flowers. She has a Gucci bag for Destiny. And according to Stormy, she has reached out to Destiny after the whole Valentine's Day party and to meet up and have a conversation. And Destiny apparently, I guess, didn't want to. Destiny tells her, I guess, one of her workers at Madani, no, we're not doing this. Tell her to leave. So she goes out to tell this poor worker. I feel like she got the brunt of a lot of hate, and she didn't deserve it. She did not deserve it. She was really trying to make sure this event went well. Poor. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. I fell for her. Okay? So Destiny makes her go out to tell Stormy, you can't come in. And Stormy was like, all right, well, you can give her the roses. You're like, what about the Gucci purse? Nope. Well, Monica, Martell's high school friend and manager, goes out and she's like, no. She's like, Destiny, let her come. That's not what we do. So she goes out to bring them in. But the worker's like, no, she told me not to. The worker is just trying to follow Destiny's rules. And I don't blame her. But Monica convinces Stormy to come in. She's like, no, I just spoke to Destiny. Come on in. So Stormy comes in and this homegirl, see, this is the thing. This is why I need a fan or something. She's just like, when they come in and she won't even turn her back to them. She won't even turn her front to them. It's like, okay, I get it. You may not see it for her. You may feel like Stormy is not being genuine with her coming there. She wasn't invited, but it seemed like it was a public event. You were posting it on social media. You were expecting people to come. I'm still trying to understand the event. Anyone else? Because the event just seemed like people were just standing around. Right? I felt like everyone was just standing around. Shouldn't we be doing something? Shouldn't something be playing out? And you know why Melody and all these people showed up? They were filming. And one of the best things for you, Destiny, to have a moment on the show is to be filming at Madani for your business and those empty shelves. Oh, you're going to get it. You're going to get it, Destiny. Because I feel like you really could have turned this around. And I'm not saying that you need to be besties with any of these people. No, because we know it wouldn't be genuine. However, you could have played this better. You just looked like a straight up hater in this moment. And do I think that Stormy brought a Gucci bag for you just to be shady? I mean, she has the money to do it. However, I don't think so. She was like, I'm here to support Black business. And she has a business down the street. But Stormy said, Destiny's even more upset by that because she's like, oh, but I'm the only Black business that doesn't have your products in it. And I said, well, when are you open?
Lies! The lie!
When are you open? This is a grand reopening, right? You already don't do business well. You already don't do business well. I do think there might be a level of shady happening with Stormy, but you could be just as shady, Destiny, and be like, you know what? Thank you so much for doing this. First of all, it's being filmed. This is supposed to be a big event for you. Don't be petty for no reason. Don't be petty for no reason. If she wants to be fake, you be just as fake for the cameras. I mean, you already don't want to tell us nothing about your life anyway. I would be like, thank you so much. And my thing is, you didn't even have to be overly like, oh. No, you could have been like, thank you so much. You really didn't have to do this. Thank you so much. Or you could have brought up in that moment, I mean, I really would, since you're supporting Black business, this is where you could have been shady. Since you're supporting Black business, I would love to have your products in my store, since I'm the only one that doesn't. See, I thought you were a grown woman. Where's the grown woman shade? Destiny, for me, you were like the biggest loser of this episode. Even Mama Wanda looked better than you. Even Mama Wanda. You just look like a hater in your store. Uh-oh. Queuing, I might agree with this. Hold on, let me fix this. There we go. Queuing says, I am convinced that any foolish mess that makes absolutely no sense on Huntsville or DC is all Mr. King's concoction. And here's the thing. You know, we've been speculating that all of this seemed very fake, and how Melody, after the big brawl broke out and she was on Instagram Live, and then when everything ended, she was like, well, you're going to have to watch the new season to know what happened. And I said to myself, this is all for the show. All of this. The fight didn't make sense. If you look at their faces, at certain points, the fight between Melody and Mama Wanda didn't make sense. I get why Melody might be upset, but Melody going Instagram Live in front of Mama Wanda, she's like, well, I'm going to do one live for another live. And Kimmy and Lateshia talking about everything that went down, and they're trying to get Destiny, she's trying to, Stormy's trying to be nice. I'm rewinding back. So Melody arrives and she says hello to Destiny, but Destiny probably didn't hear it. Here's the thing though, Melody, and this is where I think you're wrong. If you're coming to someone's grand reopening, grand closing, then you should really have a conversation. It doesn't have to be a long conversation. You can go up to Destiny like, hi, Destiny. Hi, Destiny. And do the fake thing that you always do. Hi, Destiny. Congratulations. Congratulations. And then keep it moving and go talk to Stormy. You didn't do that. So you can't confirm that she heard you say, hi, Destiny. No, you need to go up to be like, hi, Destiny. Congratulations on your grand reopening and grand closing. If you want to be shady. Okay? So Destiny's just upset by the whole situation. She just has a sourpuss on this entire episode. I should have made her the thumbnail like this. Okay, so we have that Melody and Stormy have a side conversation, and Stormy reveals, she didn't want me to come. She didn't even want me in here. And like I said, I feel like the Destiny's worker got the brunt of Stormy's shade, because when she came over, it's like, do you guys need anything? So Stormy was already hot with her. Poor woman. Poor thing. So Destiny confronts Melody for not speaking to her because you see Melody leaves and then Destiny decides to run out the store. Next time you come in someone's business, well, you need to speak. And she was like, roll the cameras back. I did speak to you. But like I said, I feel like Melody could have spoken a little bit more to make it known, congratulations on your grand reopening. Okay. So Miss Van and Destiny get into it too, because Miss Van, did she kick Miss Van out or was Miss Van leaving? I can't remember now. And I agree with Miss Van though. This is why your business is not doing well. It's because of how you conduct yourself. And then she runs after Miss Van and says, poor, I don't know what the lady's name, the worker there, the lady that was working at Madani. She's like, don't go out there. Don't say anything to Miss Van. Don't go out there. She's like, no, let me out. And then she said, she says, oh, what did she say? Oh, worry about pimping your daughter. Destiny, you are at your grand opening, grand closing. What are you doing? Now you are causing drama. You're just standing around because one of you said the air conditioner's not working. You're just standing around this what event is this? Like, what are we supposed to be doing here? Are we just supposed to be standing around buying products? I don't see anybody buying anything. Oh, thank you, Ebony. I couldn't remember. Ebony says she was leaving and saying to Destiny how wrong she was and poorly behaving, and Destiny chased her out. Not chased her out. Lord have mercy. But I don't see what Miss Van said was incorrect about the way she's running her business, to be honest with you, because I really do feel like she's not running her business correctly. Let me just read some of the super chats, guys. If you're just joining us, this is our weekly recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. We talked about Belle Collective as well. We also talked about what was going down at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you missed the separate video that I did on that, be sure to check that out. Also, yesterday, a new episode of my podcast came out. It's all about Vedic astrology. So be sure to check that out. Kempire Radio on all major podcast platforms. And if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but also other channels that talk about this damn show. I do this for y'all. I just want to keep reminding you. I do that. I could be chilling on my Sunday like this. But we do have over 1,000 people here. Thank you. We have over 1,000 people here. We have like almost 100 people in TikTok. Hey, TikTok, we haven't forgotten about you. We got quite a few people watching on Facebook. You guys do show up. And this is the only reason why I do it. Because you show up for me. So Destiny runs Miss Van out. And I agree with Miss Van. But her saying, oh, keep pimping your daughter. I can't. Right? Let me just say thank you. We got quite a few super chats. Joan, thank you so much for the super chat. Joan says, Martell looked like he just had a batch of hooch. You know what? What? Thank you for the super chat. Danielle, thank you so much for the super chat. Danielle says, production told everyone to show up. Come on, y'all. This was a scheme that Todd set up. I agree. This is why we know that they're there. They're there. That's why Destiny is all down for this, because yeah, they weren't invited, but you wanted the cameras there to film your event. Danielle, thank you so much for another super chat. Danielle says, Destiny girl, I can't take you seriously. Why wait until she was leaving to say something? That part. All of that. For me, the biggest loser in this episode was Destiny. And it could have been such a great moment for you, Destiny. A great moment for your business. Even if you were fake. And you are a confessional gangster. That would have looked better. That would have looked far better than what you gave us last night. You just looked like a hater. You coming after people's mama. Shout out to everyone watching on Facebook. Hey, Carlita. Hey, Cherie. Hey, Nadi. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Mel. Hey, Kimberly. I appreciate you all watching on various platforms. Guys, don't forget to like us on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all the places. Just Google Kempire. You should be able to find me. Okay? All right. So, Melody decides after she leaves Madani, grand opening, grand closing, she heads to talk and confront Mama Wanda. Oh, Wanda. Do I have a picture of Mama Wanda? I must have a picture of Mama Wanda. Of course. Oh, Mama Wanda. Mama Wanda, Mama Wanda, Mama Wanda. Wait, I got a better picture of Mama Wanda. Mama Wanda, first of all, did you guys notice? Let's talk about the things that I'm interested in talking about. Did you guys notice Mama Wanda's kitchen situation? They blurred out Mama Wanda. I wonder, is that because that name is owned by someone else? It might be, right? Because you notice they blurred it out and then they blurred it out in the back. Look, like my merch. Look, you can see my merch though. Team Kempire, y'all. houseofkempire.com. Links available in the description. And cite your sources. Cite your source. Okay. All right. Enough shameless plugs. But did you notice that? I did. I did notice that. I was like, why are they blurring it out? But that's that maybe another company owns and trademarks Mama Wanda. So Mama Wanda and her food was out there in the parking lot for this grand opening, grand closing. So Melody Cherie, I actually remember to call her Melody Cherie now. Melody goes out to confront Mama Wanda, but first she's like, I'm gonna go on live. And a producer tells her, no, we're filming. You can't go on live. And so she's like, all right. But she was like, she was going to give a live for a live because she says Mama Wanda goes on live and talks about her. So Melody's big beef with Mama Wanda is the fact that Mama Wanda is questioning the paternity of Sugar Mama, her baby, her youngest baby, Melody's youngest baby. Here's the thing. The debate that Marceau and Martell were having over, and Tisha was getting involved too, saying she wasn't talking about the baby, she was talking about grown adults. Yeah, but we're talking about the paternity of this child's father. And we'll eventually see this on television. I can see why Melody might be upset. But the fact that Marceau is defending, look, I get it, it's your mother-in-law. And we've said this before when we talk about Kathy Hilton and Kyle. You could talk all kinds of mess about your family, but no one else can. But here's the thing, Marceau, you've said to all of us that Mama Wanda stirs the pot and says things that she shouldn't be saying on television. So she said something that has bothered Melody. Why are you defending the BS? You want to know why? Because Marceau this season has decided that his storyline is that I am the best husband. I am the hero this season. He has a side conversation with Tisha. Well, if you get pushed, then this is going to go to a whole other level. Has Martell hit a woman? Has he hit Tisha? Because the way that Marceau was making it seem is that he was scared that Martell was going to push Tisha. Maybe I missed something and I don't remember. I know that maybe there may have been accusations between him and Melody that I can't recall. But the way that Marceau was being protective over Tisha, I was just like, no, Tisha needs to go get her mama. Instead of Melody and Wanda arguing, let Melody and Tisha have that conversation about her mama. And Tisha brings up the whole Melody bringing up on Carlos King's nighttime show, Nightcap with Carlos King, bringing up her dad and her dad being in the DMs. And Tisha's like, my dad's just friendly. You know your dad was trying to flirt with Melody. Come on now. They're going to be on the Family Feud. The Scotts, did you guys see the picture? They're going to be on the Family Feud. I like Family Feud. I haven't watched it in a very long time. Kari says, I think Marcel was saying that Martell doesn't pay attention when he's mad and might hit her on accident. Okay. I still feel like it was a story. Because you're also assuming that Martell is going to hit Mama Wanda. And he already agreed with Melody that he was going to allow her to handle it. I just don't see why this escalated. First of all, again, why I don't believe this story. Did you guys see when Maurice was talking with Mama Wanda and Madani, and he's just grinning? But again, it might not be pre-production because Mama Wanda can't help but be Mama Wanda, especially when the cameras start rolling, because all of you talk about her behavior. So I think she elevates it. And you see Maurice laughing at her, just like, come on, you can't go outside. I think part of that is pre-production, but I also think part of that is like, you just can't believe the things coming out of this woman's mouth. And she literally on camera is saying, questioning the paternity still of this child. And everyone's making excuses for it. Because they wouldn't like it either. They wouldn't like, if Mama Wanda started questioning the paternity of one of your babies, Tisha, how would you feel? It wouldn't feel nice, would it? Just saying. All right. I am going to drop the call-in link for Royal Court members on the community tab if you would like to call in and have a short and shady comment on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Belle Collective. Let me do that now while I'm thinking of it. Hold on. And if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. We have over 1,200 people here for our recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville and Belle Collective. All right. Let me just do this. And because this was a haphazard episode. I'm understanding that the fight was over Melody being upset with Mama Wanda talking about the paternity of her child, her youngest child. But for it to escalate between a fight with Melody and Wanda trying to come up from behind to attack Melody, for it to go from that to Martell and Marceau fighting, and Maurice, I don't believe it. I tweeted this morning, let them fight. Sometimes men have to do that. Sometimes men just need to get it out and then be done with it, and they can be besties after it. But part of me's like, let them fight. Let them fight. Let's see how this goes. Who do you think would win? Who do you think would win? I said let them fight. No, they already know production is not going to let them fight. So all that little that Marceau was giving us, I was like, come on now. Come on. And I don't want to believe that everything is pre-production or everything is a storyline. But with this cast of characters, with the way that this all played out on social media and it was hyped up and she was on Instagram Live, they're all in on it because this is their bread and butter. Royal Court members, I've dropped the call-in link, and if you are a Team Kempire member, I'm going to drop the call-in link as well, and shortly. I see we already got a couple Royal Court members backstage. Okay. And if you haven't already, I will drop the call-in link for everyone in the live chat. Let's get to 550 likes. Liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Speaking of supporting the channel, proud sponsor of the channel, Coldis. Head on over to Coldis.com and use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off of your order. More information is available in the description of this video. As you know, Coldis doesn't just have water bottles. They have sheets, they have pillows, they have things for your pets. Head on over there and use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off of your order. All right. All right. Let me just save this. All right. Let me just say thank you. Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. Tracy says, I rewatched Dr. Heavenly's live. He made it very clear he never questioned his kids with Mel. He questioned the baby that Mel decided not to have. Thank you, Tracy, for always coming for the receipt with some receipts. So you may recall during this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, they bring up Dr. Heavenly's interview that she did with Martell. And that's where Mama Wanda was like, oh, he questions the paternity. But Tracy's clarifying that he never questioned the paternity of the kids that they have. He questions the paternity of the child that Mel did not have. Thank you for doing that. Because, you know, I wanted to go back and watch it, but I just did not have the time. I did not have the time to go back and watch that. And especially, I don't really want to watch anything with Martell like that. Bad enough I have to watch him on this show. And now we're going to have to watch him on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Good point, Jill. She said, this is not Stormy or Mel's bread and butter, though. They're the only ones who will be fine without this mess. This is true. However, Mel benefits from being on this show tremendously with all her other businesses. Stormy, though, no. Stormy's fine. Look, Stormy's doing quite well. But Mel benefits from being on this show, promoting all the things that she's doing. And she's a producer. Keep in mind, she's a producer. So she's got to make sure that this show is doing what it needs to do. All right. We have a few people already backstage. So I'm going to drop the call-in link for Team Kempire members. If you would like to become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com/join, or click the join button if you're watching from your computer. And guys, don't forget to check out all of what you missed this week. A lot happened this week. This was an eventful week. An eventful week when it comes to pop culture news, reality TV news. Be sure to check out everything here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel and subscribe to, not subscribe. Follow me on my social media at TheKempire on Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok. TikTok, we will be having our watch party tonight. Thank you to my mods in the chat for the Potomac premiere and Married to Medicine. And I'm still watching the old seasons of Married to Medicine. I'm almost done. I'm on season 7. I already watched season 8. I'm almost done. All right. The names that you guys give yourselves in this backstage. Let me get to the callers. Was there anything else that I wanted to mention? So we talked about Destiny and her sourpuss face the entire episode. We talked about her fighting with Mel. We talked about how she was fighting with Miss Van. We talked about how Melody and Miss Wanda were fighting. And I don't know. Melody was calling out the older cousin, that man. I can't think of his name. She was calling him out because he was threatening her on IG Live too. She was like, I'm here for all the smoke. But he was like a humming. And then that fight between Mama Wanda and Melody, which you could barely understand what either one was trying to say in that moment, goes from being about them to Martell and Marceau and Maurice fighting. Grown folks. These people are in their 40s, and it's not impossible, because I'm sure at the family barbecue, you had a physical altercation. Someone in your family had a physical altercation. Things like this happen. It's just very disappointing. It's very disappointing. Especially about what they're arguing over. And the fact that Marceau and Maurice were trying to defend Mama Wanda, and they always are criticizing Mama Wanda for the things that she says that's out of pocket. You could be like, you know what? We know she says things out of pocket. We'll talk to her. But no, you're trying to defend it. Well, she really wasn't talking about the kid. Really? Until she starts talking about your kids. Another reason why you guys call the Scott brothers a mess. All right. Ashley says Stormy's husband, poor man. I think he was just done from the beginning. All right, he was just done from the beginning. Unique says, how ironic Destiny and Stormy were the only two left was just hilarious. Yeah, because Stormy's like, what happened? What happened? She's inside the store. And mind you, this could have been a moment for Destiny and Stormy, because they used to be cool. Remember, she was the one, Stormy sponsored that whole event. What's the Hype Hair event? Destiny's just I don't know, Destiny. Like, I'm trying to help you, girl. Alicia says, Maurice and Marceau is phony, period. That's what it's giving. Oh, and look. Oh, okay. Maurice did say that she was talking about a child. See? I just don't understand why it had to get to this physical level. Tony, thank you so much for the super chat. Tony says, Kimmy and Maurice was mad Tiffany brought up monster vaping. Okay. Good point, Tony. That's why I find it so hypocritical. Anyways, let me get to the callers because I want to go enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Okay, before we go live tonight to watch Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Let me see. All right, let's get to some callers. Let me switch this out. Hold on. There we go. Callers, again, short and shady, no profanity, be brief. We got a line going, all right? If you're a member of the channel, I posted the call-in link on the community tab on YouTube. Facebook, feel free to head on over to YouTube to find that link as well. But because we have over 1,200 people here for our Love and Marriage Huntsville recap, Let's get to 550 likes, and I'll drop the call-in link for all of you to have an opportunity to call in and share your thoughts. Again, liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but also other channels. A bunch of y'all must be hate watching if we have over 1,200 people here and less than 600 likes. Liking the video is free. It's okay, hate watch. You're still helping me. Okay, let me bring up Sebastian. Hold on. What's going on, Sebastian?
Hey, Kempire, when you said hate watching, I thought you were talking about the episode last night. I wasn't hate watching that episode. I was disgusted watching.
Oh,
I am tired of Letitia's mother. I'm tired of seeing her on the screen. And I know some defend her and be like, well, Sebastian, she's kind of incomprehensible. She can't comprehend certain things. I don't care if she can't comprehend, then she does not belong in the streets. She needs to be in the nursing homes. That's where you belong when you can't comprehend. I'm tired of it. And Destiny's store was just low budget. That grand opening, that whole thing was just low budget. There were barely anything on those store shelves. I don't want to hear anything about Destiny's business anymore. I'm tired of it. She should have exploited Mel and used her for her privileges that she has in business. Because Mel has a lot of financial knowledge that Destiny could use. Well, Destiny could use more than financial knowledge. She needs actual knowledge too, not just financial knowledge. And that's it. Have a nice day, Kempire.
You too, Sebastian. Bye. All right. Justice for Modini. I think if you were trying to say Madani and the fact that you said Modini, justice for Modini. What's going on?
That store name is already tore up. I don't know. I keep reading and I can't spell it. I tried. I did my best. Okay. So you need to pull up your merch from the jump because I will be twerking on a fence.
Oh, okay.
So I feel bad for Destiny, just like I feel bad for that spelling. Okay. So first of all, justice for that store manager because she was trying to follow Destiny's directions from the jump. She's going back and forth trying to kick out the people Destiny didn't like. She was trying to follow the directions from Mel number one. That poor store manager needs a raise from the money that Destiny is not paying her. Okay, everybody wanted the smoke from that event, and hosting that event was igniting a powder keg. Okay, Destiny knew what she was doing by having Wanda cater, and it just wasn't necessary. Like, did she not have the money to have a different caterer? And did she just need that discount that bad? And now going to the opposite side, Destiny, you run a business, baby. Like, everybody has the call sheet for where the locations are from the jump. Everybody knew where everything was from the first day. Like, Stormy didn't have to go on Facebook to know where everybody was. She knew from the jump, like, you already acting funky. And Destiny was very immature, like getting upset and running after Miss Van. Like, Miss Van is an elder. Like, why are you running after that woman? That's just low vibrational. And she was just low vibrational that entire scene. And it was just kind of disappointing. And she's opening a store, and the fact that people are walking away from you, that entire scene, girl, that's why your store shelves are empty and you're doing a soft launch. She needs to think about that. That's why you have no business. But
Okay.
That is it.
Thank you, Justice for Modini.
Bye.
I feel for Destiny because you really could have shifted this in a whole other way, and you didn't. You really didn't. Like, you just a hater. All right, Danielle. Well, Destiny's Gucci bag is backstage. Danielle.
Hey. Okay, so I come with tea. Some people probably already know about, but I also come with a couple of points. To your point, Destiny should have brought up the conversation. If this is really why she was so upset with her arms crossed, looking like a child, the fact that Stormy's product isn't in her store. To your point, when she said, "I came here to support," hey, well, supporting, and it's not the time for the conversation, but just to bring up the point.
Mm-hmm.
Supporting would be having your product in my store, but we can talk about that at another time. I want to know the behind the scene process of why Stormy's product was declined of being in Destiny's store. Is it to your point because they don't have anything on the shelves? So with that said, I got the Google and Schmoogle while I was sitting here waiting. You go to Destiny's store website. First of all, she has an 8-page application just to have a seat in the suite. She's also listed herself, I wrote it down, of 5 years and $30 million in sales in the making to put this business together. Where you sold $30 million of what, Destiny? Because if you're selling, if you work in sales and you just sold $30 million, you're gonna got some commission and you would have had some money somewhere. 5 years of what, Destiny? Are you including the pandemic within this 5? Like it's not making sense. But if you go to the website of the Madani and go to the about page, that's where I just pulled that from. And she claims to be, and she's calling herself the first African American beauty supply suite owner. Interesting.
I thought the suites didn't open.
Say it again.
I thought the suites never opened.
I thought the suites never opened either, because aren't they supposed to be doing a contract to create the suites that aren't ready yet? But yet you got an 8-page application on the website for somebody to apply to get a suite. It's suites all around. I don't know about everywhere everyone else is, but here in the DMV is beauty supply suites, and not supply, but beauty salon suites everywhere.
I'm on her MadaniBeauty.com website. After 5 years and over $30 million in sales for a Fortune 500 company, Destiny felt it was time to take her natural talent. So that actually was not what she was referring to. She was working for another company. Her natural talent and skills to her community and create more opportunities. So that sentence is not about Madani. It's about where she used to work.
Right. But my question is, if you did 30 million in sales, you got commission. Where's the money? Where's the
look?
Okay. So here's the tea. I follow not all about the tea. Ooh, sorry, right there. Straight No Chaser. No Chaser. Another blog, YouTuber. She has receipts on Cederic's other woman who is now ready to be talking and giving her receipts. And she provided information on how the Scotts brothers do their dirt down in, I was ready to say Mayberry to be shady, but we're going to just click over Huntsville. So they'll have women meet them at Black. And then apparently there's another building where Maurice has his credit building business that has like it's almost like a 4-unit building, has like apartments and stuff. Instead of giving women the address, they have the women meet them at Black, because obviously Black is known, and then they give them instructions, like they get in the passenger seat and drive them to this said suite. And that's where they do their hanky-panky. And the young lady even says she's done the hanky-panky with Cedric, even from meeting his wife at the homecoming, because she asked Straight No Chaser to not post any of this or report any of this till after homecoming, the Alabama homecoming, because she knew she was going to be around all them. And Straight No Chaser did her research. She went to everyone's page. She went to Letitia's page, saw the pictures, the tent, everything. So everything pans out. The young lady says, yes, they did the hanky-panky, the grown folks dance. Yes, she used protection. She wasn't going to do that, blah, 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 blah. But yet you've been in the suite with this man's wife. So apparently this is how they lure women in. And Maurice's business is near the university. It's on University Boulevard. So it's already known that they go for younger women. But they go for younger women who are young to the university. So they have everything is set up near the university. It's almost like they're stalking and just being creeps at this point. You guys are over 40. Maurice is over 50 at this point, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all still chasing after college girls. But they said that about Martell a long time ago, and now it's known about Maurice, Marceau, and now Cedric falls into the mix of how they plot to get women and how they lure women off to the little side, I guess I'm calling it the honeycomb hideout, where they do their business and then they go on about their lives. Just tacky, just weak. And if those in the comments that did not pay attention to Marceau's girdle, please go back and watch the show and pay attention to Marceau's girdle. Marceau has on his Spanx, his Skims, his girdle, whatever you want to call it. Marceau got it on, and it's hilarious watching him run around with it. You can see the line. Go see it. All right, bye, y'all. Happy Sunday.
All right. Again, as you can see, the opinions of the callers do not represent myself, the Kempire LLC, YouTube or Google, and everything is alleged. I want to be surprised but they want to spin whatever narrative that they want on this show versus their real lives. And this season, Marceau is a good guy. After they've spent how many seasons of telling us that he's not? All right. Let me get to the rest of these callers. Again, callers, be short and shady because it is Sunday and I like to go enjoy the rest of my Sunday. All right. Miss Bernice, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Miss Bernice?
Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
This show was a hot mess. From beginning to the end. You had the spoiled brat sitting up there instead of you should be glowing. When people come in there, they should look at your face like, hey, Destiny, I'm here to support you and everything like that. But you looking like McGilla Gorilla, mean mugging everybody that come through there. And I'm looking like, but you mad at Stormy because you said, well, I don't have none of her product in here. There's a reason for that. And you know the reason for that. Don't try to put it on Stormy.
Yeah. Your
actions tell on you. If you was mean mugging everybody then, why would I do business with you? I'm extending in the olive branch. So we can start on a new foot and I can be your mentor and help you. But you're gonna throw that back up in my face. So why would I help you?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it on the hottest day in Huntsville, Alabama. It didn't have no fans set up. No fans nowhere. I'm looking like, where the fans at?
Where's the air conditioning at?
The air conditioner go out so your backup is fans. You in a strip mall. There's a Walmart or a Family Dollar somewhere. Dollar Tree was right across the street. Come on now. Go over there and buy $100 worth of fans and strategically put them there to get the air circulating because you got people. When it's hot, temperatures go up. And that's why people were so agitated. Damn, it's hot. Damn.
I didn't think about that, Miss Bernice. You might have a point. Why things got so heated so quickly.
So quickly. And for Marceau to insinuate that Martell would strike Tisha, that was his go-to to get him riled up. You didn't notice how he strategically said? He said that, and then at the end of the scene, he all up in Martell's face, and Martell is calm. He said, well, kids is off limits. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
You trying to justify it, and then you want to get all riled up like, how you go from 0 to 100 when he just telling you common sense?
Yeah. All right, Miss Bernice. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, that's about it. And my hat goes off to Stormy's husband because he was there. He was protecting Marceau, trying to figure out like, man, come on, I ain't gonna let you jump on this dude. Nah. You stay over there. He stay over here. Come on now. We're not finna do that. We're not finna do that. And I'm sorry, I would have kicked Miss Wanda into next week.
You know what?
You gonna come from behind and try to fight me? Oh, it's on now. It's on.
All right, Miss Bernice. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, have a good Sunday.
You too. All right. Let's get to some more callers. Guys, I did just drop the call-in link for everyone in the live chat that wanted to call in and have an opportunity. Hold on, let me do it for Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get to some more callers. Callers, again, short and shady so that we can get to everyone. And I know I say this every single week and no one respects it, but be short and shady, or I'm just going to start cutting on, be like, okay, we're not going to take any more callers and we're done. All right, so let's not ruin it for everyone else. All right. This Too Much, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, This Too Much?
Hey, Kempire, how are you doing?
Hey, Miss Jennifer.
Hey, I wanted to say this. First, I need to say this. I'm clueless to why people keep saying and posting that Mel and Stormy shouldn't have never went to the event. Come on, people. They had to be there. They had to be there. It was an all-cast event. Mm-hmm. Let's just get that out the way and stop saying that because that's just a waste. Yeah. They had to be there. And the other thing Destiny missed a huge opportunity. Destiny controlled the temperature in her business.
Yeah.
And she had the temperature in her business at 110 degrees from jump. She never should have sent that woman out there to, I mean, she missed an opportunity. She could have had like a sidebar. It could have been an unconventional, untasked meeting with Stormy, just her personality. Like, you need this woman. You're in the same,
Mm-hmm.
So she missed that big. And so people need to stop blaming that on everybody else messing up Destiny event. Destiny messed up her own event.
Good point.
Like 100. She messed up her own event. And the other thing, stop saying that Miss Wanda was not talking about that woman's baby. She's been talking about them people's kids from day one. She talked about their hair. She talked about, when you talk about the paternity of somebody's child, you're talking about their child.
Yeah.
And you're starting rumors to later on in years, these kids, male kids, oldest kids are already on YouTube. So you're starting rumors that they could be like, wait, what's going on? And this and that. And it doesn't matter what Martell said. It doesn't matter what he said.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to take that ball and carry it. And Marceau, it's like Marceau wanted to fight. Because even when Marie said no, she did talk about the kids. And then Martell said, okay, so and he said, I didn't hear. Martell said, okay, then why are you talking about it? Then he got mad because Martell walked away and wanted to fight. I'm like, these people is just crazy. I'm so sorry. It's too much. And I'm going to use Tracy Renner's words in the right context. I was shook. It's too much. It's way too much. I was shook. But have a good day, Kempire.
You too. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. All right. Let me get to some of these super chats. This too much in the chat was like, hold on. Hey, who is my doppelganger? I am this too much. Well, she spelled it differently. Thank you for the super chat. Kaya, thank you so much for the super chat. Kaya says, Destiny. I know this was intentional. Destiny, you are not even married to Huntsville. You guys are funny today. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but also other channels that cover similar topics. Also, be sure to check out what you've missed this week, including a new episode of my podcast, Kempire Radio, came out yesterday, and the visual version will be on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to that YouTube channel as well. And don't forget, we will be recapping Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac tomorrow. So subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 180,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We're almost at 260,000 followers on TikTok. So be sure to follow me at TheKempire there. And I did post the call-in link in the live chat already. All right, so let me just say thank you for this super chat, and then we will get to the next caller. Wanda's tennis something. I can't read the entire thing. Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. Tracy says, my Taurus bro, I was where Tiff and Lou. Wait. Where was Tiff and Lou? What did Destiny mean when she said y'all gonna get me kicked out? I'm not in the building yet. Didn't she say at one point? She said something else, and I was like, you don't even own the building. Oh, she was talking to Melody about, you're in my building. I was like, you don't own the building, right? From the last time we heard, you didn't own the building. LJ, thank you so much for the super chat. LJ says, was it an all-cast event when Mel had the event where she had Tisha escorted out? Mel was wrong. She could have pulled the on-site mode on Wanda at the reunion, period. Yeah, look, I don't think that Melody should have used that moment to confront Wanda, but we get it. She's a producer. Carlos King's producing a moment. This is why they did it. This was all pre-produced, it feels like. All right. Danielle says, I thought she was leasing. Yeah, but I know she has intentions of buying the building, but when she was saying you're in my building, I mean, I guess she's renting it. It's her store, whatever. All right, let me get to the rest of these callers, guys. Wanda's tennis something. Hold on. Kari.
Yes, I'm shoes because they was laced up, wasn't they?
Oh damn, she's ready to fight.
All right, so I just want to show you my view real quick.
They're not gonna be able to see you, but I can see it.
Nope. Can you see it?
Yeah. Excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, your new
That's-
place.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm just gonna start off. Destiny, there's no MC. You ain't have a schedule. You ain't have no entertainment. You just had Wanda in a hot beauty store. Okay. Will you just ask Mel if y'all can go on a date? Because you clearly in love with that lady, in my opinion. Anybody whose greeting affects you that much, you so obviously have feelings for her, in my opinion. Send her some roses and keep us out y'all business, please. Marceau, you don't even like Wanda enough to be defending her that hard. So in my opinion, you've been wanting to smack Martell since he told the world you was a cheater. Because it's a bit crazy for you to be making excuses for her mentioning the paternity of their kids in any manner. Martell knows all your secrets, so you're forced to stay friendly with him, and that's been eating you up because you wanted to knock his head off just a little bit too hard. Wanda, don't wear purple again. You look like a bag of you listen, you looked like a bag of wilted grapes sitting there trying to wrestle out a door to fight somebody your daughter age. Okay, it doesn't surprise me you think your words doesn't affect them kids because you don't have the mental or emotional intelligence to understand the weight of your words. You simply say whatever sounds nasty and hurtful. You're not thinking about how kids will take your words to bully and harass those children. You don't even think about how your words are ruining your daughter's reputation and relationship with her cast. You're a selfish old bat, only thinking about what will make you feel less corroded on the inside. Melody and Van should have jumped you in the alley, then spun the block to get Tisha since she want to ride for you so bad. And that's all I had to say about that.
All right, Kari. Thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too. All right, y'all. We're going to take these last couple of calls. If you're just joining us, of course, this is our weekly recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Belle Collective is over, but we did talk about part 2 of the reunion. Next week, it will be just all about Love and Marriage Huntsville. A lot of you have showed up and showed out for our recap today. We have over 1,400 people here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're part of the replay crew, we want to hear from you as well. And let me know that you're part of the replay crew. Let me know where you're watching from, what you thought of the Belle Collective reunion, part 2, and what you thought of this latest episode. Do you agree that it was somewhat pre-produced? Do you think that, no, it was 100% authentic? Are you enjoying season 5 so far of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Okay. All right. Mo Reality's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Hold on. What's going on, Mo?
Hey, what's up, Kempire? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can. So I agree with one of the other callers about it being people talking about why people were there. Like they had to be there. I don't think my face has ever been so chopped and screwed at Destiny. Jesus Christ. But my thing with Destiny is, she came out with her video where she was crying and everything. And I was wondering, like, now that we've seen the episode, was that strategic? Did you do all that crying and everything for sympathy because you knew this episode was gonna make you look crazy? Scotty TV, another YouTuber, he had me cracking up. He said he went to the store and the same lady that was on the show was in the store. Actually, she actually works there. She was the only one apparently. But yes, so this episode was quite entertaining to me. I want to say I agree with Melnika when she was in the corner saying business is business and Destiny was wrong. And Marcel telling Tisha to calm down and then he turns up. Martell, I definitely agree that he was right to walk away. It's crazy to say, but I get why he was mad. I get why the turn up happened and that whole thing. I had some other stuff to say, but I done dropped my notes. Baby Zane woke up and now I'm all like
just disheveled. Okay.
Yeah, because he woke up looking at me like, you still talking to Okay, y'all. Y'all have a great day.
You too.
You have a blessed Sunday.
You too. Take care. All right. We're going to take these last couple of callers, guys. What's the other thing that I wanted to say? Oh, live chat. Those of you watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, those of you watching on TikTok, thank you guys. Thank you, Hetty, for the roses. Thank you guys for the gifts there. I want to know, I forgot to post in the Kempire Daily YouTube channel polling. How would you rate this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because because this was built up a lot. we saw a lot of this play out on social media months ago, and now you finally get to see the episode. Did it do what you thought it would do? How would you rate this episode between 1 and 10? All right. Let's take the rest of these callers. Chrissy, I'm going to bring you up for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Chrissy?
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I just have a couple of things to say, and I'm going to start off with Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Now, initially, when Destiny first came on the show, I thought that, she was a pretty, cool person, but as the time, you got to get to know people, and we don't know her too well, but, from what we've seen, Destiny is very immature. She's very childish, and she's not good for business. She's not good to be a business owner. She's not good to try to it's not good to incorporate her in anything because she doesn't know how to control her emotions. When Melnika told her to go ahead and invite Stormy in because this is good for your business, if she knew her attitude wasn't going to change, she should have let her go. No. When she saw Melody coming up, if she knew her attitude wasn't going to change, she shouldn't have allowed her to come in. Like, if you can't mask your anger in order to benefit your business, that's not the avenue for you. She doesn't need to be a business owner. She doesn't need to be on that show. Destiny has a lot of internal problems that she needs to get rid of, which brings me to my next point that I'm gonna get off. When she said that you guys made a mockery of my event, it wasn't an event. They were just standing around. She didn't know how to engage with her. Yeah, she didn't know how to engage with anybody. She didn't have any entertainment. Barely had any food. Like, Destiny is not meant to be. Everybody's not meant to be a business owner, and she just showed that. Like, it was just a bunch of people just standing around filming for a scene. And then I have one more thing to say. When everybody was praising Marceau, when we saw that clip when he was telling Tisha, look, you need to, calm down. I'll protect your mother, this, that, and the third. That was very admirable at the moment. However, last night, it looked like Marceau was going to flip Wanda over. So is he going to protect her or was he going to harm her? Because, baby, like, they do too much of putting on for me. It's like, okay, you're going to protect Wanda, but then when she's trying to calm you down, you're begging for people to get her out of your face. Like, is it you're the protector or you're going to be the one who's going to attack her? Like, it was just too much. And it was so confusing, and I just didn't understand. Like, they can't pretend very long. Like, they can only pretend for a certain amount of time, and then when that time run up, they just go back to being their regular selves, and it's ridiculous and it's sad.
Chrissy, you really broke that down very nicely, and I agree. So thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Take care. All right. And last but not least, we're going to bring up Amy as our last caller. Again, guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but also other channels that recap these shows and pop culture news. And be sure to check out some of the things that you missed. I also have an update in regards to another story that I did this past week. So stay tuned for that after the live. All right, Amy, I'm going to bring you up next. You're going to close this out. What's going on?
Hey guys. I guess everybody's talking about Huntsville. I thought it was interesting. I guess the key things to take away from it is, plan better for your events and understand that it's a cast meetup, because I've never been saying that Marcel and Tisha started it. I feel like Melody came in there and started it. That's just me, because you kind of know Miss Wanda. She's confrontational and she shoots from under the belt. So when you came out there, although you were dressed up very nicely, you kind of had the energy that you wanted to be in a confrontation, and it just escalated to a place where you weren't able to control it. So I feel like she definitely was the one key element in how everything turned out.
Yeah.
Marceau, and I could not figure out why Marceau, and the only thing I can think is what Bernice said. It was hot, they were hungry, they were drinking, and all of a sudden they just started fighting because Marceau, it just didn't make any sense to defend Miss Wanda, because we all know she has poor behavior and habits. But moving on to the classier group, not to say they're classier, but I'm gonna say this. I wanted to shout out Keisha, the Leo gang. She did a really good job in the this season. And even though I didn't like her at first, I really want to see her next season, and I want to see what they're going to do with Bear Street. I don't believe Damon's coming back. Damon has fulfilled his contract with Tambra, and it was clear in that second I feel like it was clear in the second part of the reunion he was already done, but then he kind of showed his exit when he said those things about living with her. So I don't see him coming back and actually playing boyfriend next season. Other than that, have a nice one. Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you, Amy.
Bye-bye.
I mean, we shall see. They have been renewed. Congratulations, Carlos. They have been renewed. Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, and Belle Collective have been renewed for another season by OWN. So this should be interesting. Here are my final thoughts. Next week's episode is the aftermath of this brawl between the guys and the girls. Well, not the girls, just Mama Wanda and Melody. And I have to agree with Amy. Yeah, I please understand, Melanie's energy did not help the situation either. Because she did come in there with every intention to confront Mama Wanda. And we already know Mama Wanda is ignorant. And she Mama Wanda'd. She did exactly what we would expect her to do. Doesn't make it right. But the guys turning up and that turning into a physical altercation, come on. I guess Skolt ain't coming back. Who knows? Replay crew, I want to know your thoughts as well. Let me just say thank you. Thank you so much, Ray, for the super sticker. We appreciate you supporting the channel as well. All right. And hold on. Let me just take this off. There we go. Let's get out of here. You know what we usually do, guys. We have over almost 1,400 people watching on YouTube alone. Like the video. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Or do we have 1,600 people watching? Hate watching. The same way that you guys were hate watching Love and Marriage Huntsville? Maybe. Let's continue this conversation in the comments section. Thank you to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. And thank you to our moderators. We couldn't do this conversation without our moderators. And sidebar, guys, don't forget, I am not commenting in the comment section offering you a prize. So YouTube is having a major issue with fake content creators commenting and saying, oh, call this number or click this link or we're giving you a giveaway. It's not me. Don't respond. Don't click anything. All right. If there's any sort of contest, I will let you know live and in living color. All right. So just keep that in mind. It literally happened like 5 times this week alone here on the YouTube, and I blocked all these accounts. All right. So just keep that in mind and spread the word. Thank you all for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Again, thank you to our members of the channel. And thank you to our moderators. Have a great Sunday. And I'll see you guys tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern for our TikTok watch party for the Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine, exclusively on TikTok at TheKempire. See you guys later. All right. Let me play some music. Let's get out of here. We haven't played this in a while.
Gonna get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. All I know is get paper. All I do is shit major. Bought a condo on the top floor and the building's a skyscraper. Feeling like I'm Kobe, LeBron for the Lakers. Feeling like I'm Idris, Paul Walker, Taker. New Rollie, no diamonds in it. New Porsche, all dimes in it. I'm infatuated with fine women. Corona extra with the lime in it. Just a change to Henny. Used to be a penny pincher. Now I'm in plenty business. Grind hard, nigga, on guard. Yeah. We grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Hey, I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. I lean with it, I rock with it. Locks under my socks fitted. Tahoe You know, heavy accent, but my whole swag is magic. High five, fantastic. Make the money stretch like elastic. Making moves that you couldn't imagine.